Okay, this reading is for Sagittarius. Ooh, the Archer. Shoot your arrow in your target. I love these cards because they pick up the light. They're kind of holographic. Yes, this is for Sagittarius. Happy November. Happy birthday. November Sagittarius babies. Happy birthday, Saggies. Please surround us with the warm, light, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Sagittarius and all those who love Sagittarius. Sagittarius, of course I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, but you know how you could really help me out? You can send me positive, loving vibes as I shuffle. Some people get irritated with the shuffle, but it's your opportunity to tune in. Let's raise the vibration of this community, right? Send positive, loving vibes to me and to the other viewers who are watching this, right? Let's build up this community and ascend. Let's ascend, baby. I'll stop talking so you can tune in. Okay, at the bottom of the deck you have Justice. So you could be dealing with a Libra. This can also talk about the justice system. Could be talking about legal matters, courts, court cases, divorce. It can also talk about karmic justice. So you might want to look at your south and your north nodes to see what's going on there, if there are any transiting planets over that. But justice is about fairness, is about higher law, right? About doing what is right and punishing what is wrong. To start out, first I want to say that you can still participate in the Morgan-GREER Tarot and a 10 contest. Check out the description box below. When I reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm almost there. When I reach 2,000 subscribers, then you will win a chance to get this deck. It's a very beautiful deck. I want everyone to read tarot and to explore with tarot, right? I also want to say that these three cards right here, I was going to do this Venus retrograde special reading, but you know, hell is paved with the best intentions. Didn't get around to it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Didn't. So this was pulled like a month ago. I still haven't seen these cards, but Venus in retrograde. Retrogrades are always about review for me, so this is kind of like what's on the test, right? So let's see what we have been learning during this Venus retrograde. We have love endures. Ooh, very Venus retrograde, because people come back from the past, y'all. People come back from the past. A lot of people I've talked to, friendships have come back from the past, not necessarily exes, but you may reconnect with friends. I see it's a Leo with, I thought it was horns, but it's actually a harp. I've never seen this before. So you might be dealing with a Leo, a lion, right? I also see a shell, maybe a Cancer for the crab. There's a couple here. That's really sweet. And a woman playing violin. For some of you, when I heard this woman playing violin, it's like your love for your talent endures. So you may have like played the violin. So please leave a comment if you actually do play the violin and I'm speaking to you. Ooh, we have a cello back here too. You see it? Let me zoom in. Can you see it? She's playing the cello. So some of you may have played an instrument a long time ago and you never lost that love for the instrument and now you're picking it back up again. I can see that being like a love endures. But if this is speaking about an ex, then, you know, this is someone who you may have parted ways with, but you always held a torch for them, right? You always kept them in your heart. I'm seeing torches coming out of these lilies. Lilies are about peace and forgiveness. Anyway, love endures says, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I also want to say, if you're not thinking of anyone specific, you don't want any of your exes to come back. then this might just be like your faith in love endures, right? Your faith that you will find someone endures. If you are in an existing relationship, if you are married, if you are, in a long-term relationship, then this can just mean that you guys have withstood the seas, right? This is a ship, and so they're going over turbulent waters, and sometimes hard times strengthen bonds, right? So you could be going through a time where you are strengthening the bonds of your relationship and falling more in love with your partner, and your love endured as a result of that strength. And again, we have the lion here. A lion is a big representative of strength. So your strength, whether it's through faith or through that commitment to another person, is really getting you through some rocky times. Awesome. I love it. Love it. You have storm fields. I was just talking about the storm. I love tarot. I love tarot and oracle. They blow me away all the dang time. Can you believe this? I haven't looked at these. I did not pull these. Oh my gosh. I didn't pull these looking at them. So yes, Stormfields is about chaos. It's about turbulence. We see a tornado blowing right over a house. I'm from Oklahoma. We live in tornado. I live in California now, but I'm from Oklahoma, and we were Tornado Alley, right? So tornadoes were not a big deal to us. Everyone, when I come out here, they're like, "How did you survive? I would be so scared." But it's like, when they were little tornadoes, we'd just sit out on our porch and watch the tornadoes go by. I mean, whenever they were big, we'd have to get in the cellar or in the bathtub or whatever. But I think I'm going off on this rant. I think it's because it's like you can recognize what is worth preparing yourself for, like the disasters that are worth your attention, and the disasters that you can kind of sit on your porch and watch other people scream around during the chaos while you're relaxed. That's very Sagittarian. But I also want to say that this is a card about how chaos is needed sometimes to bring about what you always wanted. So it's like you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, right? So, if you're going through shitty times, if you're going through turbulent, rocky times, then sometimes those turbulent, rocky, shitty times are needed so that you can either get to a place of good times, right? You can say, I can't deal with this shit, we need to fix it. Or you can... Dang, I lost my train of thought. Or it just scuffles up a problem you never addressed, and so it just brings problems to the surface, right? It might be problems that you've been ignoring for a while. It may be problems that you've been allowing for a while, and it's like when everything's perfect, when everything's calm and there's rainbows and sunshine, then we can become complacent, right? And not change anything, because why fix something that's not broken? But whenever there are these chaos, confusion, rocky times, then, it wakes us up to what might have been ignorance, what might have been complacency. Let's see what this is. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like maybe you might have, I'm Sagittarius rising, and Saturn it's in Capricorn right now, but it's transiting right over my Jupiter. My Jupiter is in Capricorn, but my Jupiter is in the first house, so it's a big part of me. But what I found with this transit, what I found with Saturn transit Jupiter, is it's really been a test of faith for me. And I can't say that about all Sagittarians, but what I can say is that I have really woken up to how I have put too much faith in others and they have disappointed me, right? And that's okay. I just need to adjust my expectations and adjust my faith. It doesn't mean that I have to go 180 in the opposite direction, saying like, fuck everyone, no one matters, everyone's gonna let me down. It just means, see, she has complete trust that this bird is gonna come back to her. This is like a carrier pigeon, right? And these guys in the background, they are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. If you live in the U.S., that's a silly State Farm commercial or Farmers Insurance, something like that. Anyway, the farmers have to trust that the seeds they plant will bloom the next season, right? So this is all about trust. This is all about having faith in others. So whenever it's reversed, like in regards to this turbulence, in regards to this love endures, it's kind of like you can't be as... Like, I am surprised I survive sometimes because, like, I've done some really dangerous, reckless things. And, you know, I have this, like, faith in the universe. And God usually catches me. And people usually look out for me. And I'm really grateful for all of that. But it's also led to a lack of preparedness sometimes. And I get myself into a lot of trouble. And so, you know, perhaps with all of this chaos, with all of these storm clouds, it's a time to think about, you know, if a tornado comes, what's the emergency plan, right? Just have a plan of preparedness if things go down. It doesn't mean that they will go down, and it doesn't mean that God is not going to support you through life and you're gonna be like lucky, you know, throughout life. It just means that in case those things do come up, then you won't be as stressed, and you can like guard this, not guard, you can guide the ship, right? You can guide this ship in turbulent waters. And I also want to say, especially since love endures, it's like, even though you might have lost a little bit of faith in people, your love ultimately has endured, and your love in the greater good, and your love in, you know, God's greatness overall has endured, even though your pigeon might not have come back, right? Even though your crop might not have harvested, even though a tornado might have blown through your whole town. Your love of God, your love of others, your faith in the universe's abundance has withstood all these rocky times, has withstood all these storms. Beautiful, Sagittarius. So let's get to your tarot, but first, a message from our sponsors. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. You're waiting on something, followed by the Two of Wands. So you see the progression down, 3, 2. Two of Wands are about plans, and Three of Wands are about waiting. Like, you've put your plans into motion, now you wait for the return on that investment. A lot like the Seven of Pentacles. So, it's reversed here. So you weren't prepared. You did not make the plans. You're waiting on something that you have not prepared for. Interesting. You're waiting on something that you need to take more preparation in. What are in your thoughts? We have the Sun. Well, again, you have faith, positivity, hope. The Sun is the best card in the deck. What can I say? It's the sunshine. It's rainbows and unicorns, right? It is just joy and happiness. It can also mean children. In this deck, I see it more as a lover's card because we do have two people who are looking directly eye to eye. It's like you can see into this other person's soul. So you, again, if you are in a relationship with someone, then your love has endured because you can see beyond just the physical. You can see just beyond their words. You can see, you know how couples have like a secret language, right? Like, you don't have to say anything to know what your counterpart is feeling, you know, like you can feel what they're feeling. So in this particular deck, I do see it as kind of this, you know, knowing, inner knowing of what your partner is going through. but it's a connectedness. It's like your partner's feelings are out in the open to you. In the past, we have the death reverse. So maybe there's something that you didn't want to change, that you didn't want to let go of. Maybe it's, I struggled a little bit letting go of that faith, right? I wanted to have more faith in others, and people did let me down. So maybe changing this perspective, changing into a state of preparedness instead of, oh shit, whenever there's an emergency, right? And like, I can see Sagittarius being like, almost liking those oh shit moments because it's an adventure, right? It's like a story. It's like you have this faith and you know you're going to survive the storms. So even with chaos and confusion, that's kind of a fun thing for you. Let me know if you can resonate with that. In your foundation, we have you, the Temperance. Always, I never quite see this Temperance card as Sagittarius. I mean, I know that's who it is, but like for Sagittarius vibes, I just don't see Temperance. But Temperance is about moderation. It's about, it can be about cooking. But it's like letting things bake, right? Letting things play out the way they're supposed to play out. Maybe part of that is having this faith, right? And this is a very angelic creature. This is an angel, right? She's pouring she's pouring water from one cup to the next. She has 1 foot in water, 1 foot on land. I want to say with this cup, I've been kind of wanting to do a video. Let me know if you would like a video like this. But it's on the law of attraction, and I want to do it more as like a mindset, like getting out of our negative self-beliefs. We all have them, the like devil in our ear, right? So getting out of negative thought patterns and moving into positive thought patterns. There is a law of attraction exercise where you take 2 cups and you, like, on the first cup you write, I'm ugly, no one loves me, men only use me for sex, and like, go down the list of everything that you beat yourself up about. And then on the next cup you say, stuff like, I am lovable, who wouldn't love me, I am smart, I am funny, blah, 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 blah. And so you pour water into the, everybody hates me cup, and then you pour it into the everybody loves me cup. You drink from the everybody loves me cup. Anywho, so I've been doing that for the last few weeks, and it really has helped my mindset, like get me out of this like negative thinking that was basically muscle memory. So I feel like Sagittarians are able to I feel like they are able to transform these negative thoughts into positive ones, right? Because of all of this faith, because of all of this enduring, like, love in the universe. But yeah, water holds emotion. If you watch What the Bleep Do We Know, there is an experiment where I think it was a Japanese scientist, he blessed water, and he like told another group of water, like, screw you, and the molecules were like drastically different in each water. Like the positive water had these beautiful snowflake crystals, and then the negative water had these like distorted, deformed crystals. So loving words and patience with ourselves matters. And perhaps you have had to have a lot of patience with yourself through some changes, through some destruction. Let's see what's ahead of you. We have the Queen of Wands, so this could be you. You could also be dealing with another Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo, especially a Leo because we have the Sun card here and then the Sunflower here. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. But the Queen of Wands, she's my party girl. You say you're nothing but a party girl. Do-do-do-do-do. So she is very popular, right? She's life of the party. She's the hostess with the mostest. So this is being the leader of the pack. And I think maybe what is required of you is to take leadership among your friends and your family, because you have so much faith and positivity, because your love has endured. It's like your superpower is this faith, and it's going to carry others to a destination. But I do think you need to have a plan. I actually want to get clarification on this 2 of rods and the 3 of rods, please. Clarification, Spirit, thank you for Sagittarius and all those who love Sagittarius, for the 2 of rods and the 3 of rods. Okay, you're almost to the finish line of your investment. We have a repeating card, the 7 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Wands is, yes, perseverance, almost to your finish line. And the star is your dreams, your hopes, your wishes aligning. It's wishing on a star. It is things orbiting. It's divine timing, so things orbiting in the perfect way to match up, the right circumstances. And that popped out whenever I was shuffling. The 10 of Cups is happy home, happy family, happy life. So I think you need to make plans to, like, one little, like I said, this preparedness. I think you need preparedness, but you're almost to your happy ending. Maybe you've been resistant of some changes, but just make sure that that you take all the necessary precautions, because part of this alignment, part of the stars lining up is about, it's like co-creation, right? So it's like the work you put in too, right? It's this equal give and take, this like balancing act. An angel can only be on your shoulders, like angels can only do so much, right? You have to meet them halfway. Let me know how that goes for you, how that resonates with you, Sagittarius. I am saving the other half of the Celtic Cross for my Patreon page. You can check it out in the description box below. If you would like a personal reading, check out my Etsy page. I will soon be uploading 2019 readings, but you'll probably want to purchase a 2019 reading on my Etsy page before they go quick. And of course, it is the holidays, so you might want to buy a reading for someone else. But yes, definitely check out my Patreon page. It's very new. I'm trying to build it up, and I will have the other half of your reading there. We'll talk about angelic guidance and some affirmations that are going to carry you through. I love you very much, Sagittarius. I'll see you next month. And again, happy birthday to November Sagittarians. I love you. I love you. Bye.